privileged and excited to be able to share this type of material. This exhibition charts the evolution of royal portrait photography over the past century. So from the 1920s, the high society glamour of the 1920s, all the way to the coronation of King Charles III in 2023. So pretty much just over a century. You'll see a portrait from 1923 is an engagement portrait of Prince Albert and Lady Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon, who would become King George VI and Queen Elizabeth. On one side, it was taken by a photographer called Émile Hoppé in 1923, and it was produced in monochrome using analog technology, in particular a glass plate negative. And on the other wall, you see a large version of the coronation portrait of King Charles III, taken just over a year ago, using digital technology. So basically we have exactly 100 years apart. We have analog technology on one side, digital technology, monochrome, color, and a private commission, and the official. And that, I think, gives the range of the exhibition, which goes from the very private to the very public, the official. Cecil Beaton was one of the most celebrated portrait and fashion photographer in Britain, but across the world. He worked in Hollywood and in New York. He worked for Vogue for many years, between the late 1920s up to the First World War. But since the 1930s, established a very special relationship with members of her family, particularly with Queen Elizabeth, later Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. They first met in July 1939. And over time, of course, then he also started to photograph the Queen's daughters, Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret. And of course, his major commission, royal commission, came in 1953 when he was asked to take the coronation portrait of Queen Elizabeth II in 1953. What I hope visitors to do is actually to come to the exhibition to look and examine those prints closely, because they're all original prints. And then while we may be familiar with the image, I think we should look at the photograph as almost a 3D object, considering the beauty and materiality of the print. They're all vintage prints. They're all produced by the photographers or under the direct supervisions. And really, you will spot things that you haven't noticed before. You can see perhaps a little tiny bit of, sometimes there's a crease because it's been handled so many times, or there might be a little area or retouching of maybe of a brooch or something like that. And something that really, every time you look at it closely and slowly enough, you will notice things you've never seen before.